Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, and today I'm going to be reacting to Hellsing Season 1, Episode 8, Kill House. So in last episode, we left off in a not so great situation for Integra. Her house was invaded and she basically lost all her troops. And now what it looks like is another organization is basically trying to force her into a deal and trying to merge the organizations together, or just in general trying to take over hers, and she's just like not having it whatsoever. This episode is called Kill House, so I really don't know what to expect from this because I thought this title would have been more for the previous episode. I think the other organization is going to try and persuade Integra more into making a deal with them or something like that. That's pretty much the only predictions I have so far for this one. If you guys are enjoying the series so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for future reactions. Alrighty, that's everything. Let's go. Ooh, okay. Oh, the microchips are coming back. I keep forgetting about the microchips. So is this where they're being made? So who are these guys with? I forgot, Kill House. I forgot the other organization's name, but I know it's run by, I think his name was Enrico Maxwell, I think it was. He's the one who has like the priest on his side.
There are 74 candidates up for membership. The times being what they are,
She is so pretty.
we've extended offers to foreign specialists with good references, as well as the usual D11 and SAS crowd.
It's good to see that he's doing well. So they're training new troops since she lost all of hers last episode. Or the episode before.
We've had a report from one of our embassy men. They found a factory in Hong Kong that has been producing quantities of the freak chip. The Hong Kong police executed a compulsory investigation into the matter, but everything was destroyed, including any possible evidence.
Once again, our hand is blocked.
Allowing heathens and atheists membership into our honorable organization. Such a thing is without precedent in the family, but I do understand we have no choice.
Even drawing from the SAS, we won't acquire many skilled soldiers worthy of our trust. However, at the present time, a show of force is more important than trust.
Yes, Sir Integra.
I hope, at the very least, this group will be strong enough to avoid becoming ghouls.
I'll see to it personally.
Right, Group 7, let's move on to you lot.
Is Seras training them?
As you heard in the briefing, when you encounter threatening targets, shoot only for the head. Hits to other parts of the target won't be counted. If you shoot a non-threat target, you will fail immediately and the test will end. The arrows will help guide you through the course.
She doesn't seem very intimidating.
Hey, girl.
What is it then?
We heard some crap about there being a real vampire in this unit.
Have you?
So they don't know it's her.
Oh, it seems there's something wrong with your MP5.
Oh, what do you mean?
Hello, the barrel's bent.
What?
You'd better go have it replaced quickly, or you'll miss your chance to test.
Whose car is this? Oh. Is it another vampire?
Chopper 1 to headquarters. We found the suspect's vehicle. Now rolled out here in the middle of the desert. Our
Okay, it's a
suspect
criminal.
looks pretty dead and still in the front seat.
Artificial vampirization catalyst semiconductor, the freak chip. The semiconductor hardware combined with biotech theory and what can only be described as a low amperage current transmission device. Thus far, the actual human to vampire metamorphosis process remains a total mystery. So elusive is this process, a hasty person would say it borders on the supernatural. Yes. Well, so potent is the elusive freak effect that one chip is all that is necessary to affect a single organism. Our present leading theory is that the chip somehow acts upon information latent in human DNA.
Okay.
Bear in mind, however, this is all theory, and not the only one currently being considered.
Your findings are irrelevant. Throughout history, our Hellsing organization and Hellsing family have been detecting, hunting, and destroying those creatures that have posed a threat to Her Majesty, the country, and its citizens. And now, we face these artificial freaks. A freak is a freak, whether they were made artificially or not. But
Damn.
consider this. The enemy gave up their own factory. The enemy sacrificed the chip designer's life. All because they feared that any physical evidence would eventually lead us to them. Therefore, the enemy is human. They're on the run now that they sense a predator at their heels. We have only one command and one mission. To search and destroy.
There we go. It's interesting how the episode is very, like, non-colory again. It's very, like, minimalistic in colors. She's in her home. Is that her dad? Is that why she became a cop?
Sorry, Daddy.
Yep.
I can't eat these things anymore. It's all wrong. I finally became a police officer. And now...
Damn, she became a police officer, but didn't get to be a police officer. So that's where she lives, pretty much. That's her old home. Who's at the door? Don't have a peephole? Don't shoot through the
Who's
door.
there?
There you go.
I've come a long way to see you, Seras Victoria.
I don't recognize the voice. Who is that? Oh! How do you find her? That's creepy.
How did you know to find me here?
Investigating things is my job, as you well know.
Actually, I have no idea who you are.
Yeah, honestly. I saw you once,
My name's
and I never
Harry
saw you
Anders.
again.
I'm with MI5. But why don't you just call me Harry?
Harry.
And what do you want with me?
You understand this meeting is not supposed to happen. Despite the fact that both of us in our own way are sworn to protect Queen and country, the differences are immense. Our agencies, our genders. I'm human. You're something else.
We're very different.
Exactly. This is delicious.
Cut to the chase. What do you want with me?
You're observant. A copper through and through. But then, so was your dad.
How on earth do you know my father?
Do they work together?
Well, it was a long time ago. I'll tell you about it all sometime. But right now...
Or were they against each
there's
other?
a place I need to take you.
It's interesting how they're bringing in this old character that we saw a couple episodes ago and haven't heard from him since. And now all of a sudden he's showing up at her doorstep and being like, hey, I used to know your dad. And I wonder what that means, because I wonder what the relationship was. Either they worked together as cops or they worked against each other. Now what's going to make things even harder is that humans are going to be looking like vampires because now they're artificial vampires because of the chip. Where are they? In like an abandoned building? The elevator definitely looks up to code.
No, you won't be needing that. I was just checking mine because, well, being human leaves me a bit vulnerable.
So he knows that she's a vampire.
The differences are immense. Our agencies, our genders. I'm human. You're something else.
Who's there?
Helena, excuse me. My name is Harry Anders, and I work for MI5. May I come in? I just want to ask you a few questions. Just questions, nothing more. I promise.
What are you doing?
Why is he not telling her
Helena?
everything? Who's this? Another vampire?
Good evening.
Good evening, Helena. Thank you for making
Helena.
time to see me.
Normally I do not entertain, as I'm sure you know.
You're one of us.
You've not been a child of the darkness for a particularly long time, have you, my dear?
And she's just a kid.
Were you reborn through carnal means? Or have you yet to discover all the pleasures of being a woman, my dear?
Miss Helena, when exactly did you join the undead?
Far too long ago.
And you've always been the way you are right now.
Yes, just as I am.
That sucks.
Forever and forever.
So if you're bitten as a child, you stay a child for the rest of your life.
And while I wouldn't say you're on the side of the angels exactly, you're a member of a small cabal of creatures that don't threaten the night world. But around 18 months ago, a new breed of night children appeared, lacking the morals and pride of your people. They rampaged and attacked my people, turning many of them into ghouls. This girl, Seras Victoria, belongs to the Hellsing organization.
No, but I only kill. I mean, I've only disposed of artificial freaks like the ones Harry was just mentioning.
Through all my long years, can you imagine how many friends I've lost to your Hellsing Club's butchery?
So she's not a fan.
Unfortunately, that apology is not yours to give, child. The one who made you is being kept by the Hellsing organization. It's him.
You're speaking of my master?
You are much blessed, Seras Victoria.
We've come to talk to you of the dangers England faces. Humans are using machines to create this new breed of freak vampires. They're not elegant creatures such as yourself. They are vapid, greedy things whose
Is
dark
the
desires
Valentine brothers
are the
behind
twisted
it?
farce of humanity. They are uncontrollably violent and loud.
But I feel like they could just bite anybody
Their
that they
power's not
wanted to.
even close to the source of a true vampire such as you.
This prattle wears on my patience. However, I will be willing to entertain your subject on the condition that you will allow me to return to my solitude. Whenever you research the chip design or discover a manufacturing plant, it's destroyed, as if someone is impeding your investigation, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's get to the point. I may be with MI5, but
Does
I
she
didn't
know?
come here on any sort of official request, and I doubt they'd approve of it. On the other hand, I believe that God will forgive me for noticing that our interests run parallel, and that maybe we can help each other work for the greater good. Helena, I need information you can provide about you and your cabal. They may be artificially created, but they're still honest-to-goodness vampires.
Yeah.
And this investigation has been leading me to the conclusion that there might be some sort of a traitor amongst your compatriots.
Enough, Mr. Anders.
I feel like it's the Valentine brothers.
We
Or
have no such cabal.
it's the priest.
We are all individuals. We are free from land, country, religion, all your petty forms.
Or
of
maybe not the
human
priest,
bondage.
but the guy who works for him. What's his name? Enrico, I think? Enrico Maxwell?
My point is that man's will alone is not enough. Raw materials are necessary for any creation. To make a forgery, they must have an original to forge.
An original vampire.
I've lived on this dark island for time out of mind. It's my home. No English vampire is involved in this madness. Of this I'm sure.
So it's a recent vampire that's behind this.
Good evening, Miss Seras Victoria, Mr. Anders.
So since it's a vampire that's behind all of this, it's got to be either the Valentine brothers or it's got to be the priest. But the priest isn't a vampire, he's a regenerator. But I feel like it's that side, like that organization run by Enrico Maxwell. I feel like, because I do not read good vibes off of them at all. They are obviously like bad people and the villains. Unless all of these people are working for the person that's behind all of this, pretty much, like the top guy.
So I've heard you don't drink fresh blood.
Just transfusion blood for me.
Where do they get the blood?
Christ, if I was 20
A blood bank?
years younger.
Someone bombed his car. Wow. He got too close. He got too close to the answer. Whoa. How did they get her there? Are we gonna see who's behind this finally? Who's that? Someone's gonna save her. Or is this a vision?
Releasing control art restriction system to level 2.
Is this a vision?
Alucard!
Unlocking the power.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Have you gone mad?
Haven't you ever wondered, Master, how it feels to be hunted?
Explain yourself. What are you laughing about?
All the time I've served you, I have been pitted against pretenders and frauds. But this time it's different. A real enemy, a strong enemy, has finally come to our tiny little island.
The true undead.
Perfect. A battle unlike any other before. 2 genuine monsters. Let him come.
So Alucard wants this. And it's that bald dude. And another cliffhanger. I'm telling you, it's building and building, and I think we're getting really close to the end, pretty much. So it's no secret that Alucard's been around for a couple hundred years, and it seems to me that he's been bored for a while, just doing the same thing over and over again, just killing these ghouls and these mindless zombies and stuff. But he senses another enemy, like, very close by, and he seems pretty excited to fight something for once, like, actually have, like, a challenge for once. I'm still wondering about that vision that Integra had. Like, she was tied up against a pole, and it looks like all of her new troops were against her this entire time, and they were going to kill her, but then all of a sudden Alucard saved her, and next thing you know, she's in the middle of a field and not in her house, and Alucard's like, ooh, I'm really excited to fight this new guy. I can feel it. It's like it's about time. So the bald dude has got to be behind all of this. He's the one who's making the artificial chips and the artificial vampires, and I think he's the one who's trying to pretty much get in everybody's heads and take control, pretty much. So my predictions for next episode is we're going to see that bald guy come closer, at least. Or we may not see him in the next episode. I feel like that's in the next other episodes. But I feel like we're going to find out more about him in the next episode. And I feel like Alucard is slowly losing his mind. And I'm wondering who bombed Harry's car. It had to have been someone who knew about Harry and Seras going to talk to Helena. So they were definitely followed. I have a feeling it was one of the new troops that Seras was training earlier in the episode. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That's it for this video, and thanks for watching.